Polls are now closed. Only people in line at 7 can still vote. Now, as city and town leaders get those votes counted, it's a waiting game on a lot of big races and issues. ABC 22's Isabel Schoeneman is outside Burlington's Ward 5 polling place. Isabel, how busy was that final hour of voting?
Yes, Lauren, that final hour of voting was very busy. In fact, there were still some people entering the parking lot up until about 5 minutes before 7 o'clock. And as you mentioned, the people in line prior to 7 still get to vote. We did just look inside a couple minutes ago, and there was still a line pretty much to the door. So thankfully, everyone in line still gets to vote. But now getting to that Burlington ballot, it's looking a little different this year. And there's a lot of topics of note on the ballot, including the public safety tax increase. Now, voters will decide whether or not if there should be a 3-cent increase to the tax. Now, earlier today, we caught up with some Burlington voters who told us about their public safety concerns. As Burlington goes through some leadership changes, some residents hope a number of safety issues are addressed. One resident looked to a rise in crime, hoping he sees some change.
I think Burlington faces some huge challenges, and obviously you look at the homeless population, you look at the fentanyl. I think all those things are challenges that need to be addressed, and important to vote and speak your mind.
My biggest concern is safety in the Burlington area, security for our young people and even our old people.
Now, we still have some time until results start to come in. We'll be watching how Burlington voters decide on a number of city ballot items, including that public safety tax increase, as well as a number of statewide issues. Now, I'll have more on all town meeting day ballots throughout the state on those results in our late newscast tonight. But for now, live in Burlington, Isabel Schoeneman, ABC 22 News.
And Isabel, elections leaders in Burlington did just speak with reporters last hour. As of yesterday, 6,400 absentee ballots have been turned in Burlington, so those too will be counted shortly. Now, the state's most populous city, as I said, will elect a new leader tonight, and in a few weeks, they'll have to get to work on the city's budget. Now, we have 2 reporters on the mayor's race in Burlington. Let's start with ABC 22's Matt Holderman reporting live now from Zero Gravity.
Yeah, Lauren, that's right. Tonight, for one night and one night only, Zero Gravity is doubling as Emma Mulvaney's Sanic headquarters. She, of course, is the progressive candidate in this race, and this is where she will be holding her watch party not too long from now, as she'll be watching the results roll in with plenty of family and friends surrounding her. You can see behind me here plenty of Emma for Mayor signs set up and the podium where she will be speaking later tonight. She, of course, is looking to become not only Burlington's first female mayor, but also Burlington's first openly LGBTQ plus mayor. And she, like many other candidates, has spent the day going from polling place to polling place, trying to gain some last minute support with voters and talk to them about what she calls a new vision for Burlington. I'll tell you a little bit about that vision right now. Much of her campaign has honed in on community safety, affordability, and livability, which she says is all about creating a more inclusive community and prioritizing equitable, innovative climate solutions. Again, community safety is her top priority, though, she says, and she intends to immediately appoint a special community safety assistant to her office if she wins. She's also said she wants to continue efforts to rebuild the Burlington Police Department, but says there's still a need to reestablish trust in the department and a need to improve some decision making along the lines of what types of officers, what types of officers are responding to what types of calls. And we caught up with Mulvaney Stanek earlier today about those priorities and about how she's feeling as the clock winds down.
There's a deep love for this city. There's a deep interest in making sure that everyone feels safe and is safe in this community. People are really concerned about affordability and the climate and a culture where we can really make sure everyone feels they belong here. And that resonates because that is exactly how I've been envisioning what I can offer Burlington. And people are just very energized. I'm hoping for a really good turnout today because of that energy.
Mulvaney Stanek's been lucky enough to receive support from people of all ages, including those who aren't even old enough to vote yet. I saw this chalk drawing this morning on my walk to vote, and what a nice gesture from these kids here, whoever drew this. They're also showing support for Lee Morrigan here. She's the progressive candidate running for city council in Ward 7. Now we'll be here live throughout the night from Emma Mulvaney Stanek headquarters at Zero Gravity, watching the results roll in, but we can't talk about one lead candidate in this race without talking about the other lead candidate, Democrat Joan Shannon. Let's send it over to ABC 22's Mike Hoey live at Halverson's, where Joan Shannon will be holding her watch party tonight. Mike.
Well, Matt, Burlington Democrats are just beginning now to arrive here at Halverson's Upstreet Cafe for their town meeting day watch party. Even though there aren't many people here at the moment, the Joan for Mayor all hands on deck signs visible over my right shoulder should offer some indication that there will be quite a few people here later on in the evening. Speaking of Democratic mayoral nominee Joan Shannon herself, I'm told that she won't be arriving until the results of the mayor's race are in. Now, Shannon has served on the Burlington City Council since 2003, and she represents the South District, a combination of wards 5 and 6. That council seat and the other 3 district council seats are not on the ballot tonight, so Shannon will be able to remain on the city council if she does not win the mayor's race. Shannon was also the city council president, by the way, from 2012 to 2015. We spoke with her earlier in the day when she was voting in Ward 5 where she lives, and when we did, she quickly identified for us the 2 issues that have dominated this particular Queen City election cycle.
Everybody wants housing, everybody wants public safety, and we may have some difference of opinion on how to get there on both fronts. But I do think that, I look forward to a coming together after this election. No matter who wins, I think that we can meet the needs of the Burlington community.
This is certainly not a Loctite guarantee by any means, but there's a pretty good chance that we will know by 10 o'clock who the winner of the mayoral election is. So, Lauren, by the time you next check in with me on Fox 44 News at 10, I'll likely have plenty more to tell you about from here at Halverson's. But for now, live from Church Street in Burlington, Mike Hoey, ABC 22 News.